Let's talk lightly first because we saw in the national costume presentation you have a very unique national costume. Could you please share to us about that one?
Of course I can. Thank you for the question. My national costume is inspired by the famous Dutch painting by Johannes Vermeer, The Girl with the Pearl Earring. It's in the museum in The Hague, and I believe it's also really well known here in Japan. So that's why I chose this inspiration for my national costume.
Yeah, actually a lot of people was impressed by that national costume. What made you decide to wear that?
I decided to wear it because, of course, Miss International is known for its pearl crown, and I saw the similarities between the painting with the girl with the pearl earring. So that's why I decided to do it, and I'm really proud to wear something that is so historical and important to the Dutch culture.
Okay, thank you. Now let's move to your profession, being a legal assessor. What has been the most challenging experience you've had as a legal assessor?
As a legal assessor, I went to a refugee camp in a place called Drachten. There were a lot of refugees there coming from Ukraine, but also Iraq, Iran, or other countries. And I was the one to tell people, explain to people what their asylum procedure was going to look like. And then there was sometimes also people that I had to tell that their asylum was refused. And then people sometimes were begging me, like, Christina, please can you do something for me? And unfortunately, there's sometimes nothing much more that I can do for them, so that's really challenging.
But you have a heart of gold and you have done your best, and we trust that you have done everything you could for those people.
Absolutely, absolutely, yes.
Thank you very much to Miss Netherlands, Christina Lazaros. Following next is Miss Nepal, Karuna Rawat, 25 years old. She is a registered nurse in Australia. Hello, Karuna.
Konnichiwa, namaste everybody. Good afternoon, esteemed judges and everyone present here.
It's very interesting that you are a nurse. You're actually one of the 3 nurses here, but in your case it's very unique because you are working not in your home country, but in Australia. How long have you been living there?
I've been living there for past 8 years, and I've been working as a registered nurse for the last 3 years.
So what made you decide to become a registered nurse in a foreign country?
Well, it has always been my childhood dream to always give back to my community. I was always inspired by my mother. The servant in her always taught me to give back to the community. So that's why I decided to pursue nursing, where I can serve as a servant to the community people.
Thank you. And then you also decided to go back to Nepal to compete at the Miss Nepal pageant. What made you decide to do that?
While I'm pursuing my childhood dreams, I'm also giving back to the community. Now I have a voice. The whole nation is rooting for me. Everyone is watching the steps that I make further, be it through my social cause or the activities that I do, be that through my social media campaign, be that through my work, the SDG project that I've chosen for mental health and well-being, by leveraging the experiences that I've had in Australia to give back to my community in mental health, where the area of mental health is still stigmatized. So I just wanted to pursue that and give back to my community by joining pageantry.
Thank you. And then one last very serious question, like going back to Nepal right now, about your government. Has your government enacted policies or laws that encourage women to take on leadership roles?
Definitely. I would say that we're still evolving. There is so much yet need to be done in terms of government level. But I certainly believe that women in Nepal are in the position where they can make decisions when it comes to finances, career, education, and so on. You can look at me, someone who went to Australia at the age of 17 to pursue her education and became a nurse, and then returns back to her country to pursue her dreams. So I am the prime example of what Nepali women is like. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Miss Nepal. That's Karuna Lawat.
Thank you.
And then we have Miss Canada, Jessica Bailey. She's 27 years old, a kinesiologist and CEO of a non-profit organization. I have to be very honest with you, Jessica, because I always have a hard time pronouncing your profession. Kinesiologist. Did I say it right?
Kinesiologist, yes, you're very on point there.
Yeah, and also we also have a hard time translating. It's Undo Gakusha here in Japan. What exactly is a kinesiologist?
So hello everyone, it's such a pleasure to be here in front of such beautiful smiles and faces. A kinesiologist is something that's very close to my heart because what we do is we help people to get better every single day. Being able to walk upstairs, being able to enjoy life and have a good quality every single day is so important to me. So what we do is we help provide equal access to recreational facilities for those that are disabled, to have good workouts and be able to move properly as well.
So has that something to do or connected with your non-profit organization wherein you are also the CEO?
Yes. So as a child, I almost lost my vision in my left eye. My entire life has been fully dedicated to health and wellness, and it wouldn't have looked the same if I didn't have the proper access to recreational facilities. So now we've been able to provide over 130 sessions to those that are visually impaired and blind to ensure that they do have the same quality of life because everyone deserves to be treated the exact same.
Thank you. That's really very philanthropic of you. And anyway, let's go to a little bit more serious question from now on. Okay, like Canada seems to be that a lot of people probably have an impression that Canada is already an advanced country, that you don't have problems there. But we'd like to know what you think is the biggest problem that women face in your country, and what you think is the best solution for that.
I am very blessed to live in Canada because women do have full rights. We are very lucky to be able to vote, to be able to go out in public wearing whatever we want, and to be able to say whatever we want publicly. But the one thing that we do lack is the ability to have good leaders that are women in our society. Currently in Canada, only 20% of CEOs are female. And it's important to make sure that as a little girl, you're able to look up to someone and say that I could be them one day. Because it's so important for us to be able to see ourselves in our future with every step of the way to ensure that we are able to build into the dreams that we want to be able to achieve.
Thank you very much, Miss Canada. There we go, Miss Jessica Bailey.
Thank you. Arigatou gozaimasu.
Next is Miss Luxembourg, Giada van der Buren. She's 28 years old and she is an entrepreneur. Hello, Chiara, how are you?
Moya from Luxembourg. I'm very good, thank you very much.
You are an entrepreneur, but I know exactly what your business is. Can you please explain to us what it is?
Of course. So yes, I'm an entrepreneur. So I have different companies. So first of all, I have my modeling and hostess agency that's based in Belgium. Secondly, I have my own makeup brand, Miss Trésor. And the idea about that was, so I'm a pageant queen, and for us as pageant queens, it's hard to find proper makeup that performs very well and is affordable. So that's why I started my makeup brand to give young girls the opportunity to have proper makeup during their pageantry. And my third company is I have a beauty salon.
Wow, that's the kind of woman that we really admire here. You were here during the university festival and you volunteered to do makeup session and you also introduced your makeup brand here.
Yes.
How was the reception? How was the whole experience?
Well, I think that the girls who tried it were all really impressed. So it's not known here in Japan or known in the countries that all these little beautiful ladies are representing. It's only known in my country, Luxembourg and Belgium, but they were all very, very proud of me that I could achieve as a small Luxembourgian girl to have such an impressive brand. So I'm very proud of that.
Okay, so on a serious note, being a CEO or being an entrepreneur yourself, what has been the most challenging thing that you faced as a businesswoman?
I think that I can speak for a lot of ladies around the world is to be taken seriously, since I'm still a very young lady, if I may say that. I'm 20 years old, and a lot of older generations are having a hard time to accept that a young lady can be a CEO, can be an entrepreneur, and can be fighting for her dreams. So I think that was for me the hardest challenge I have met.
Yes, thank you very much, Gianna van der Vieren, our Miss Luxembourg. Now let's go to Miss Sri Lanka, Maya Dimitri, 21 years of age, university student, majoring in software engineering, and she's also working part-time model. Hi, Maya.
Hello,
Maya, can you please tell us your complete name?
my name is Maya Dimitri.
But there is a longer version of that one.
Maya Dimitri Adhikari.
Okay, so you in Sri Lanka actually you have been through a lot of political problems
Yes.
lately, but we are very appreciative in the fact that you're still here competing in beauty pageants. We would like to know what made you decide to join in a beauty contest.
Most definitely, to be honest, ever since I was very young, I really liked the glitz and glamour of pageantry. But the older that I got, I understood that pageantry opens up for advocacy. And I feel like it's so important to give back to my community, and that is why I decided to participate in Miss International 2024.
Can you please share to us a little bit about the hospital that you opened recently because of the fundraising that you did?
Well, it was actually a school. It was a school in Abhisabal, in a rural area in Sri Lanka. We collaborated with an institution called Gandhi's, all the way from the UK. It was all through social media, and we were able to raise funds to open up 2 school buildings for children that were really in need of it.
Thank you for that effort that you made. What about a big round of applause for that one? You've been very active in updating your beauties for SDGs video, and we really appreciate that. That's the reason why we wanted to elaborate on that on this interview.
Thank you very much.
So, as a software engineering major and also beauty queen, what exactly is your plan in the future?
Well, I wanted to become a software engineer and major in cybersecurity expertise because I have always wanted to be a woman in STEM. And I believe that I want to open up a business, and a lot of other women who don't have and did not have the chances and the privilege that I didn't, to have the leadership and the owner of a business. That is what I want to give back to a lot of other women, to have the position and the place that I have as well.
Bless you on that one, Miss Sri Lanka, Maya Dimitri.
Very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And we have here our delegate from Myanmar, Kendra Erica, 21 years of age. She's also a university student, majoring in business administration. Hello, Kendra.
Hello, konnichiwa.
Good. I'm here. So, Kendra, you are a university student right now, and you are majoring in business administration. Tell us lightly, how has been your experience here in Japan, and what can you share to your fellow university students back home about your experience?
It was so amazing. I have to go to Fukushima. I think that I'm really grateful that I had a chance to go there. That Fukushima is not a place where we can just buy a ticket and go. It's because of the Miss International group. I get a chance to go there, and I'm really grateful, and I get to learn so many things from there.
For example, what sort of things did you learn when you were in Fukushima?
Fukushima is a place where it's hit by the tsunami. tsunami and everything, disasters, and even those stuff didn't stop the Japanese people. They united together and then worked hard for this, and then they were built. So I have also learned this, and then maybe I will promote again in my country to have unity, and no matter what's happened to the country, if we are together, then we can rise up back again.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a very good message. Now, moving back to your country right now, we'd like to know the status of women in terms of leadership. How is the status of women in terms of government position right now in your country, Myanmar?
Unfortunately, Myanmar has been going through difficult political situations, and because of the cultural nerves and the hard times the country has been going through, women really don't have a place to be a leader. Only 6% of decision-making place is held by the women. But we're still trying, we're still having a campaign, everything to have a leader, woman leader place.
Okay, wait, I still have to get my notes here about you. Okay, so now I would like to know, on a serious note, this time, more serious note, how do you see yourself 5 years from now? This is actually the same question we had with Andrea last year.
I see myself as a businesswoman and entrepreneur, and a woman who stands up for what is right.
Very good. Very short, but very strong answer. Thank you very much, Kendra. That's our Miss Myanmar. Now let's go to Miss Laos. Shasikone Shashit. Hello, Miss Laos. We call her Lady.
Hello everyone, I'm Lady from Laos.
She's actually one of the youngest contestants here. She's only 18 years old. Fresh from high school. So, Miss Laos, Lady, what has been your most memorable experience in Japan so far?
I'm just an only girl for coming here. I'm worried about how to do in Japan. But Japan people make me like happy. He treat me like princess. Everyone in Japan is so kind, and I love this country. Thank you.
Thank you, Lady. You know what, Lady is also studying English, just fresh from high school, but she's really doing her best to communicate with us right now. We would like to know, Lady, what do you want to study in the university, because you will become a university student soon. What do you want to study, and why did you choose to study that course?
I don't know how to say, but it's about designer. Yes, because I have a dream to make it like this.
Like that beautiful dress you're
Yeah,
wearing?
beautiful dress like my day today.
Every day you see so many beautiful dresses with your friends and fellow candidates. Is that your most favorite right now? You're showing? Very good. It looks good in you, white. Thank you very much, Lady.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Okay, so let's hear it from the next delegate. We have here Miss El Salvador, Luciana Martinez. 25 años. She's 25, a content creator and a social communicator.
Everyone.
Hello, Miss El Salvador. Whenever I see content creator, social communicator, the first person that came to my mind was Andrea, our rating lead. Exactly the same thing. So, what has been, this is a new profession, right? So, is it very challenging, or does money come easy with this kind of job?
I hope so.
but it's really an amazing career, amazing job, because you can imagine how powerful is being a journalism. With only 25 years old, I really be myself. Sorry.
It's okay. Of course, Spanish is your first language, but we understand exactly what you're saying.
Yes, but I'm thinking Spanish. I want to translate in English, but okay. Being a journalism with 25 years old, for me, it is an amazing job. It's an amazing career to do, because you can imagine you have a key in your life. Journalism, guys, men, all the women that have been through from these years, it's kind of, okay.
You can say it in Spanish because probably I understand it.
Okay, it's better for me, gracias. Esta carrera de ser comunicadora, no pueden imaginarse qué tan poderoso es tener una llave a través del mundo, que tú puedes llegar a cambiar la vida de otros. Tienes ese poder de poder impactar, de poder influir en ellos, de poder ser la voz de aquellos que no lo tienen, de poder ser ese cambio, ese rol de mujer, ese rol de hombre que no muchos se atreven a poder impactar, de poder influir, de poder estar en. Y estar aquí enfrente de ustedes para mí es un reto muy grande, porque a pesar de ser comunicadora, estoy atravesando un reto muy grande, que es el de poder hablar inglés enfrente de ustedes. Y lo hago en español porque me da la oportunidad, y el lenguaje no es esa barrera que te tiene que impedir de poder comunicarte con los demás, y me da orgullo poder estar aquí enfrente de ustedes demostrándole que nadie puede decirte que no puedes, que nadie puede decirte que no te puedes comunicar, que no puedes llegar a impactar, que no puedes ser ese voz, ese ángel en la vida de los demás.
Now, in simple English, what did you say? Now that you were able to say it in Spanish, I'm sure that you can say it in English. Very simple. What was it?
In English, it could be, you can imagine that you have a key to explain your message in the world. You can imagine how powerful you can be in the life of the others. You can inspire others without, you can speak in English, you can speak in Spanish, you can speak in another language. You can be that voice for others that can have. So that it could be in English.
See, you can have your speak. You just release it first and then you can actually speak it in English. Good job, Luciana.